Hello and welcome to Match Point Paradox. We are here at the end of the game between the Royal Challengers Bangalore and Gujarat Titans. And much like the script has been over the last 18 years, it has been another loss for RCB in their home ground, their first of the season. Initial thoughts, Dhruva, about the match itself?
I think, pretty evidently, it wasn't the ideal pitch for RCB, and interestingly, that has now been a trend that's been ongoing in this tournament. A lot of home teams are unhappy with the kind of pitches they're being given, starting with CSK, KKR. Yesterday, Zahir Khan said that about LSG in Lucknow, and today it was the same with RCB. It was not the best of wickets. The ball was holding on to the pitch. There were a lot of miscued pulls in the first innings, a lot of leading edges.
Yep.
And RCB, well, they continued to go in that aggressive template. They were like Phil Salt and Devdutt Padikkal. Both got bowled, stepping out. They ended up losing 3 wickets in the power play, and then
that kind of decided the match, isn't it? I think Rajat mentioned it at the end of the game while speaking to the broadcast as well. So once they lost that 3 wickets in the power play, it really derailed the pace at which they were scoring, because both their first 2 matches of the season, it was pitches where they were able to get a lot of runs in the power play, and this time, the first time they weren't able to do it, and the middle order couldn't step up.
And it was again 2 very similar teams actually, top heavy, top 3 heavy, thin on middle order stability. Actually, maybe GT got lucky that they were chasing. Because it went about playing very slowly in the power play, 42 runs. It could afford to, because the target was just 170, but if they had been batting first, I think that would have again been a very different story.
This kind of chase falls right into Sai Sudharsan's kitty, doesn't it? He's somebody who doesn't score very quickly, but has just enough shots to maintain a 120, 130, 140 strike rate and get the team to a comfortable position. And from there, Jos Buttler took good innings.
There's again been a lot of debate whether he should be opening or not, but looking at the way Gill and Sudharshan have been going on in this tournament, they have that right-left combination, and Buttler has not really let the tempo down at number 3. He's playing just the way he was batting, opening the innings for RR last few seasons. So I think Buttler looks a good fit at number 3 at the moment.
And JT, again, they have the likes of Glenn Phillips, Washington, Sundar warming the benches, but they have kept with Sharf and Rutherford. That's clearly because I think they are believing that left-right combination. Once Sudharshan, the lefty, departs, I think they don't have a left-hander to bat until Arshad Khan and Sai Kishore, who come around 7 and 8. So that makes Sharf and Rutherford a very important player for them, and it's been working for them so far, this left.
Also, since you're talking about GT, it was interesting to see they only fielded 2 overseas players in their 11 today. Again, it seems a bit, because they all, like we even said after the game against MI, that the batting lineup still looks short on batting. It's funny that they're not getting in Glenn Phillips at any point. Like today, they had enough room for him, and then have Rutherford also come in as impact player. But they went in with Kagiso Rabada being injured. They went in with Arshad Khan. He got the wicket of Kohli, but again, he's not your most reliable strike bowler.
He doesn't play much for Madhya Pradesh in the domestic circuit as well. But speaking, everything wasn't clean for GT today. I think one of the major talking points regarding to GT's bowling was Rashid Khan going for 54, wasn't it?
It was his joint second most expensive 4-over spell in the IPL. So what has gone against Rashid Khan is his record against right-handers. That was a matchup he really aced before 2023, with him taking the ball away from the right-handers. But since 2023, the number of wickets he has taken, his average, his economy, all have dwindled, and that has reflected in his overall economy since 2023 being upwards of 8, which was never the case before 2023. Again, his leg breaks, more than his googlies, his leg breaks have become ineffective. His googlies still have the surprise element, but his leg breaks, aren't really that lethal anymore, and we saw that with the way Livingston took him on today.
Correct. And he's, like you mentioned, the stats really back up the fact that last year was one of his worst seasons in terms of wicket taking in the IPL, and this season as well he's been able to provide those incursions through the middle. But gladly for GT, Sai Kishore has stepped up in his absence. I think picked up a couple of wickets today. Could have had more with the number of plays and misses Liam Livingston had in the middle. I think that height really helps him. Makes it difficult for the batters to pull him, because generally the saying is that if the spinners drop it short, it's quite easy for the batters to pull it, especially in a venue like Chinnaswamy where the complete short boundaries. But Sai Kishore gets that extra bounce that makes it really difficult for the batters to middle their pull, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he bowled with great control, and he's, as you said, like the wicket was also aiding good bounce today. We saw that especially during Siraj and Prasidh Krishna's spells, so that bounce really helped him. Also, it was great to see Mohammad Siraj against his former team. He, I think, registered his best IPL figures in Chinnaswamy. It's just ironic that it came against RCB. It's
been a story with RCB for quite a few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, you may have a Chahal doing that this time. So yeah, Siraj was again brilliant in the power play. And it's now great to see Prasidh Krishna, if he can keep himself fit. He actually looks like a very promising prospect even in T20s. Even though he's that hit the deck kind of bowler, these kind of pitches are really letting him excel.
Correct. So first loss for RCB drops them to third in the table. GT currently fourth, so it's kind of bunching up in that top 4, top 5, making it a.
The Trinity still remains, but
an interesting season hopefully. Likewise, in the individual charts as well, Sai Sudharsan now comfortably placed second behind Pooran in the orange cap. Hazelwood, Sai Kishore also making their way up the charts. So overall, I think it's heading to a crucial part of the season. We are almost 2 weeks in now, and
yeah, with all teams having a win, I think this is probably going to be one of the most closely contested IPL fights.
That's
yeah, because normally you have Mumbai, which is winless even after 5 games.
And one team winning like 4 in a trot, and then.
So hopefully this is going to be quite a tough fight.
Next up, we have KKR taking on SRH in a replay of last year's final. That was quite one-sided with Mitch Stark pulling the difference. But KKR looks like a slightly less attacking outfit this time, so it'll be interesting to see.
And the Sunrisers' expectations have also been tempered.
Correct, with 2 back-to-back losses.
And it's happening at Eden Gardens, so again, how KKR spinners take on SRH will be interesting to watch.
Correct. So stay tuned to Sportstar. We'll bring you more such stories, more such videos and more such content throughout the IPL. Thank you for tuning in.